Aspen, Colorado. Just hearing this name triggers images of a pristine, snow-covered winter paradise. It projects multi-million-dollar log cabins, celebrities walking down heated brick sidewalks, and elite skiers on perfect mountain slopes. But beneath this heavily manufactured Rocky Mountain dream lies a brutal financial matrix. Aspen is engineered to extract maximum capital from the global traveler. Welcome to Before You Go Travel Official. Today, we are stripping away the glamorous marketing of the world's most expensive ski town. We are delivering your official data-driven smart survival intelligence, breaking down the vertical price traps, the corporate ski pass cartels, the transport ambushes, and the local culinary secrets that will save you thousands of dollars before you step into the snow. Let's deconstruct the billionaire ski illusion. To understand this elite playground, we must look at its hidden foundation. In the late 19th century, Aspen was not a rich resort. It was a rugged, chaotic silver mining town. When the silver market collapsed, the town was completely abandoned, turning into a freezing ghost town. Decades later, corporate developers realized its unique geographic isolation could be weaponized into an exclusive haven for the global elite. They intentionally preserved the historic Victorian architecture to create a false sense of humble, small-town charm. But this vintage aesthetic is a calculated psychological trap. The old brick buildings do not house local family shops. They are occupied by ultra-luxury fashion brands, charging double their standard international prices. This artificial landscape creates a highly aggressive architectural caste system. The center of Aspen is filled with multi-million-dollar chalets that remain completely empty for 10 months of the year. These mega mansions are owned by international billionaires who use them solely as tax shelters or brief holiday symbols. The local government enforces strict historic preservation laws that ban any affordable modern housing developments. This ensures that the town remains structurally locked, artificially driving up real estate and lodging prices to astronomical heights, forcing ordinary tourists out into distant valleys. The financial extraction begins long before you touch the snow, starting at the Aspen Pitkin County Airport. This tiny mountain airstrip is famous for having one of the most volatile and dangerous flight paths in the United States. Because it sits deep within a narrow valley surrounded by massive peaks, commercial flights are routinely canceled or diverted due to minor winter storms. When a diversion happens, the airlines drop you hours away in Denver or Eagle County, leaving you completely stranded. Your only option is to book a private shuttle or an emergency rental car, both of which spike their prices by 300% during a blizzard. If you survive the flight path, the local ground transport cartel is waiting. Uber and traditional ride-sharing services are nearly non-existent in Aspen because drivers cannot afford to live within 50 miles of the town. The official local resort shuttles and private luxury SUVs charge a massive premium just to move your luggage a few blocks. If you try to bring a standard rental car from Denver, you enter a parking warfare. Street parking in downtown Aspen is heavily regulated with digital meters that impose absolute time limits, and the overnight parking fees at elite resort garages routinely reach $100 per night. This structural blockade funnels you directly into the crown jewel of the local monopoly, the ski pass cartel. The mountain infrastructure is completely controlled by a single private entity, the Aspen Skiing Company. They operate 4 major peaks: Aspen Mountain, Aspen Highlands, Buttermilk, and Snowmass. Because there is zero corporate competition, a single daily lift ticket at the window routinely crosses the $300 threshold. If you do not purchase an advanced multi-day pass months before winter begins, you are hit with the highest daily skiing tax on the planet. The gear rental industry operates with the same ruthless synergy. The premium rental shops situated at the base of the gondolas charge premium daily rates for standard skis and boots. If you walk into these prime locations without pre-booking, the staff will upsell you on high-performance demo gear that you do not need, adding hidden damage insurance fees and locker storage taxes that instantly inflate your winter budget. Once you leave the slopes, you face Aspen's most unique economic trap: the chain-free corporate embargo. The local zoning laws strictly ban fast food franchises, large corporate coffee networks, and discount big box retailers. You will never find a McDonald's, a Subway, or a Starbucks inside the Aspen city limits. While this is marketed as a noble effort to protect local businesses, it creates an absolute price monopoly. Without cheap commercial alternatives, a basic morning coffee and a simple breakfast sandwich at a local boutique cafe will easily cost you $35. But a smart Seyahat Reberi does not let you liquidate your capital. To survive Aspen without declaring bankruptcy, you must master the local geographic compromises. Instead of booking a $1,000 hotel room in downtown Aspen, you must base your logistics in the neighboring town of Carbondale or Glenwood Springs. These towns sit lower in the roaring valley, offering standard American hotels and motels for a fraction of Aspen's prices. Your ultimate mobility weapon in this region is the RFTA bus system. The Roaring Fork Transportation Authority operates a massive, highly efficient public transit network. These clean, heated buses run constantly from the outer valley directly into the heart of Aspen's rubble. The express routes are incredibly affordable, and the local shuttles operating between the four main ski peaks are completely free. By parking your vehicle down the valley and utilizing the RFTA network, you bypass the parking cartels and the transport traps entirely. Now let us dismantle the ultimate survival challenge: finding authentic, budget-friendly culinary fuel in a town without cheap chain restaurants. You must completely ignore the main pedestrian malls and head directly into the basement of the historic Elks Lodge building. Here you will find the Red Onion, one of the oldest operating saloons in Colorado. While the rest of the town serves truffled dishes at absurd prices, this historic spot offers massive classic American burgers and local drafts for a reasonable price. For a quick, high-calorie mountain lunch, look for Louis Swiss Pastry. This is a hidden, industrial zone bakery tucked away from the glamorous tourist tracks. It is where the local mountain workers go to buy fresh, massive breakfast burritos, savory sausage rolls, and giant apple fritters for under $8. This spot delivers incredible physical energy for a fraction of a resort cafe cost. If you want an authentic taste of the Rocky Mountains, you must seek out smoked trout dip. This is a classic regional delicacy made from fresh, locally caught mountain trout, blended with rich cream cheese, horseradish, and local herbs. Skip the high-end steakhouses and buy a fresh container of this dip at the local Clark's Market grocery store. Combine it with a loaf of artisan bread from their bakery, and you have a gourmet, high-protein mountain feast for less than $15. For an adventurous culinary challenge, track down a local tavern serving Rocky Mountain oysters. Despite the deceptive name, this is a legendary Western dish consisting of deep-fried bull testicles, sliced thin, heavily breaded, and served with spicy cocktail sauce. It is a rich, savory, and crispy local tradition that costs very little at authentic cowboy saloons, acting as a true badge of honor for the smart traveler. When it comes to exploring the iconic sights of the region, the marketing tells you to book expensive guided jeep tours. Do not fall for it. The absolute crown jewel of Aspen is Maroon Bells. These are two majestic bell-shaped peaks reflecting perfectly across a pristine alpine lake. It is officially the most photographed mountain landscape in North America. To witness this natural wonder without a fine, you must book a cheap public shuttle pass through the local Forestry Service website in advance. Private vehicles are strictly banned from the access road during peak hours. If you arrive early in the morning before the shuttles start, you can legally bike up the scenic road for free, experiencing the morning glow over the lake in absolute silence. Your next target is Independence Pass. This is a breathtaking, ultra-high mountain pass on the Continental Divide, reaching an elevation of over 12,000 feet. The road climbs through dramatic aspen forests, steep rocky cliffs, and pristine tundra fields. It costs absolutely nothing to drive, but it demands extreme caution. The road is narrow, twisty, and completely lacks guardrails in critical sections, and it closes completely at the first sight of heavy winter snow. For a deeply eerie and historic experience, you must hike into Ashcroft Ghost Town. Located just 11 miles south of Aspen, this preserved silver mining camp features authentic, weather-beaten wooden saloons, a historic post office, and abandoned miner cabins from 1880. While commercial tours charge heavy fees to bring you here, you can access the public trail system surrounding the ghost town for a minor donation, walking through the silent remnants of the silver rush entirely at your own pace. To experience the elite culture without the financial damage, you must utilize Aspen's secret institutional loop. The Aspen Art Museum is a stunning, modern architectural masterpiece designed by Shigeru, wrapped in a unique wooden screen. While global art museums charge steep entry fees, this world-class institution is completely free to the public. Walk straight to the Rooftop Cafe for a spectacular, unobstructed view of Aspen Mountain without paying a dime. As night falls over the valley, Aspen transitions into its most exclusive illusion, the Après-Ski nightlife. The luxury lounges at the base of the mountains feature international DJs and champagne-spraying rituals where a single bottle costs thousands. If you try to enter these zones in standard winter gear, you face aggressive social filtering by elitist door staff. To bypass this theater, head straight to Belly Up Aspen. This is an intimate, world-renowned music venue that hosts massive global artists in a rustic setting. Tickets for local rock bands and indie shows are surprisingly affordable if bought in advance, giving you access to the best acoustics in Colorado without the pretentious dress codes. What the glossy travel brochures completely hide is that Aspen operates as a highly controlled corporate ecosystem. The local police and mountain rangers enforce strict public conduct and parking codes designed to keep the town visually sterile. Leaving a vehicle parked on a snowplow route during a storm results in an immediate aggressive tow that costs hundreds of dollars to recover. The entire town is a highly polished stage where the rules are written by the elite. Aspen is undeniably a geographic masterpiece and a fascinating study in winter luxury. The scale of the Rocky Mountains and the pristine beauty of the Alpine lakes are entirely real. But it is a destination that will ruthlessly deplete your capital if you follow the standard tourist track. By mastering the valley bus networks, bypassing the ski peak monopolies, anchoring your meals in local working-class spots, and exploring the public mountain trails, you can shatter the billionaire matrix. Experiencing the absolute pinnacle of Colorado's wilderness entirely on your own terms. Subscribe to Before You Go Travel Official. Hit that notification bell right now, and let us know in the comments below. Would you dare to challenge the hyper-expensive winter traps of Aspen? Or do you prefer a more affordable mountain escape? Safe travels.